A long time ago, in a quiet little town, there lived a kind man named Zechariah and his sweet wife Elizabeth. They loved God very much and always prayed, but they were sad because they didn't have any children, and they were now very old. One day Zechariah was doing his special job in the temple when suddenly, an angel named Gabriel appeared right in front of him. Zechariah was so scared his knees knocked together, but Gabriel said, "Don't be afraid, Zechariah, God has heard your prayers. Elizabeth will have a baby boy and you should name him John. He will bring you great joy and will help many people get ready for the Lord." Zechariah couldn't believe his ears and asked, "How can this be? We're so old." Gabriel replied, "Because you didn't believe me. You won't be able to talk until the baby is born." When Zechariah came out of the temple, he couldn't say a word. Everyone knew something amazing had happened, but Zechariah could only make signs with his hands. Just as Gabriel said, Elizabeth soon found out she was going to have a baby. She was overjoyed and thanked God every day. A few months later, Gabriel had another important visit to make. This time he went to a town called Nazareth to see a young woman named Mary. Gabriel greeted her saying, "Hello, Mary, you are very special to God." Mary was surprised and wondered what he meant. Gabriel told her, "Don't be afraid, Mary. You have found favor with God. You will have a baby boy and name him Jesus. He will be great and will be called the Son of God. His kingdom will never end." Mary asked, "How can this happen? I'm not married yet." Gabriel explained, "The Holy Spirit will make it happen. Your relative Elizabeth is also going to have a baby, even though she's very old. Nothing is impossible for God." Mary believed Gabriel and said, "I am God's servant. Let it be as you have said." Mary then visited Elizabeth. As soon as Elizabeth heard Mary's voice, her baby leaped with joy inside her, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Spirit. She exclaimed, "Mary, you are blessed, and so is your baby. Why am I so honored that the mother of my Lord should visit me?" Mary stayed with Elizabeth for 3 months, and they shared many happy moments together. When Elizabeth's baby was born, everyone celebrated with her. They named the baby John, just as Gabriel had told Zechariah. When Zechariah wrote down the name John, he suddenly could talk again, and he praised God loudly. John grew up strong and full of spirit, living in the wilderness until the time came for him to start his special mission for God. And that's the incredible story from Luke chapter 1. It shows us that God can do amazing things and that nothing is impossible with him.